Bruce Willis and Tracy Morgan are two NYPD detectives on the hunt for a valuable baseball card that leads them to a memorabilia-obsessed gangster in director Kevin Smith's comedy, Cop Out.
Now that is what I'm talking about!
This is Kevin Smith's first foray into directing a film in which he did not personally write. In my opinion, that makes this a referendum on his talents as a director. So AJ, is Kevin Smith a good hired gun director, or should he stick to the material which he wrote?
Well, Pat, I think Smith holds his own as a director for hire, but it's the writing and acting in this film that I have a problem with. There are some pretty funny moments, but they come in the form of an improv stand-up routine, not a well-written screenplay.
This is the stuff that my mother used to tell her friends about. My son is a genius. My son is a genius.
I laughed quite a bit in the theater at this movie, but the story just felt like a first draft, and the acting is so terrible that it made me question Kevin Smith's directing chops. His first few movies, like Clerks, Mallrats, and Chasing Amy, pretty much molded me into a film fanatic, so this is pretty disappointing.
Well, I'm with you, Pat. I laughed a lot in the theater, but only at the one-liners. I'm a fan of Tracy Morgan only because of his role as Tracy Jordan on NBC's 30 Rock. He's always good for a laugh. Plus, I'm a huge Bruce Willis fan, but I don't know what he was doing in this movie. You know, he's playing a cop. That's his bread and butter role, but I hate to say it, he was very disappointing.
Lady, put the freaking gun down on the ground right now, take your son across the freaking street, and say that till he's gonna get you! Jeez! See!
This movie is the film equivalent of the first time that a child tries to cook. Sure, a jelly bean macaroni cheeseburger sounds delicious, but when you mix all that together, you are in for a disaster. If you're up past 2 a.m. and Cop Out's on TBS, sure, check it out, why not? But save yourself the stomachache and skip it in the theater. My 17-year-old self is going to hate me for saying this, but this movie is not worth the price of admission.
That jelly bean macaroni cheeseburger does sound delicious, but you're right, Pat. It only results in a cheesy, sugary aftertaste that you can't wait to brush clean out of your mouth. Cop Out is only good if you want to watch other actors deliver over-the-top lines from other famous cop movies. I can't believe I'm going to do this, and I'm sorry, Bruce, but it's just not worth the price of admission.
Back to you in the studio.